Ramblin man here. Look, I tell you what, I'm frustrated because I did a video the other day about Trevor Noah, and I felt like he was gaslighting a lot of things. If you watch his thing about vaccines, he talks about how the Black Americans, okay, are the ones suffering when they should be. If they're more, what do they say? If they're getting it more often and suffering more because of it, they should be the first ones, and are the ones to. I may be paraphrasing a little bit. They should be the ones getting the vaccine. He's talking about that only 5.8% or something like 5.2 or 5.8% of Black Americans are the ones getting the vaccine. The rest are not Black Americans. So 95% are not Black. I just don't understand why everything has to be about race. I really don't. I have friends of all colors, shades, ethnic backgrounds, sexuality. It's just, I'm so frustrated right now. And I may just be sensitive to it, but I think everyone in America is just tired of the same rhetoric. Everybody's just trying to point fingers like, oh yeah, this and that. Let me put this in perspective for you. Okay, so in his video, he talks about the 5%, okay, of the people being vaccinated being Black. And then he also goes and says that they're going to get the churches involved. The Black churches are going to try to get people, more aware because Black families are less likely. There's so many without internet. But you see people all over. I doubt any of them are going without phones. Let's be honest. There's so many people. It doesn't matter. I don't know how people do it. You can be the poorest of the poor, white, Black, brown, whatever, doesn't matter, and you still have a phone. It's just one of those things that's always attached to you. So for him to say that they can't reach it, find out about the vaccine and stuff because the internet is a little absurd. And it's not just limited to Black individuals. Now, let me put a little more info on you. Did you know that in 2020, the makeup of the United States, the makeup of Black Americans is 13.4% of the population. Only 13.4, okay? Meaning that if everybody got vaccinated, you'd still only have 13% of those vaccinated being Black. So now it's at 5%. Well, in his video, he talks about that with the churches getting involved to push the information out there and to get people to go get vaccinated, half of the people that were from the church said, I'm not getting vaccinated. So that's half. Let's just cut that in half. Okay, let's just talk about percentages. If you have 13.4% and only half of the Black population decides they want to get vaccinated, that's 6.5. He blames it on pharmacies in Black neighborhoods. Well, let me tell you about pharmacies. Pharmacies are out there to make money. So if it's a low income, it doesn't have to be Black. It can be white, low income. It can be in the barrios, in Mexican income. Communities. All these different things play into. Pharmacies are not there to do handouts. Pharmacies are trying to make money. And if they're in a place where maybe there's more crime, less income, things like that, why would you put your business there? If you have to make the smart decisions, people are not going to go and put their business just to have their business there. And you're talking about Walgreens, CVS, and Walmart. Those are the biggest three. Okay, and CVS is in Target, but that's CVS. So you think about the big wigs. Walgreens took care and took Rite Aid out of the way. They purchased a bunch of them, and then they closed some down. Where do you think those closed down at? In the lower income places, because why put that kind of stuff? If it depends on what you're making, if you're not pulling in enough there, they're going to close them down. So you can't put it on, the Black Americans are not getting it because it's a racism thing. Trevor Noah, screw you. I think you are just gaslighting for the biggest, stupidest reasons. I have friends of all shades and colors, I'm telling you. I love them to death. Why would I not want them to get vaccinated? That's the stupidest crap ever. It's not like everybody's out against getting someone vaccinated. The Mexican community too. No one's looking at I'm half Mexican, I'm telling you right now, no one's looking at the Mexican community and saying, I wonder if our Mexicans are getting the vaccinations they deserve and they need. It's a country thing. You are either American or you're not. Let's get over this. There are very few racist people, but the media outlets are making it sound like everybody and their brother is racist. And racist doesn't go just one way. Let me tell you right now, what is it about if a black man shows up and it's an all-white neighborhood? You know, they'll feel out of place, and that's just because of where you've been. If you grew up in a all-black neighborhood, or vice versa, if you grew up in an all-white neighborhood as a white man and you go down to a black community, why is it that they say there's white privilege and there's all these different things and there's racism, but why is it that a white man or a man not of color going into a black community? Well, I have friends that we've had different times that said, hey man, if it's after dark, don't go down there, or don't go to that community unless, just don't be seen there. You can't be seen there. Why? Why should a white man have to worry about being harmed or hurt when he's in a black community? Same as all the push for the black community. There should be no fear of other human beings. You're either a good human or you're not. I don't care what color you are. You're either a good human or you're not. And I hope people comment and tell me what they think about this, because this is ridiculous. I don't want to see. This is not a place for you to gaslight me. Like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You don't do this. No, I'm tired of all the crap. I'm tired of us dealing with a government. Have you not watched history? History repeats itself. Have you not watched how the Nazis went through? This is how it started. And next thing you know, the Jews were taken in. It's like it's over in Rwanda and all the genocide. It's just, it repeats itself. And then you have people, what we've done right now, we used to be a nation, united. Now you're talking about left and right. You got Republicans, Democrats, and you have those in the middle. They're like, I don't care about that. I just want good people. Guys, we have great people in this United States. We have a few bad seeds, yeah. But you know what? It's time for us to step back away from that. Quit worrying about stupid racism. We got things going on where you have a Rooney Rule where you have to interview a black person. Why would you, for the NFL, why would you want to be part of that rule and think the only reason I'm here is because they have to interview a black person and that I'm that one black person? Man, I understand that racism exists, but we make it so much worse. I say we, the United States, we make it so much worse. Social media, the media outlets, they're all pushing their own agendas. Everybody's about money, and the more they can build people up against one another, the more this country just pulls apart. And that's ridiculous. Let's come together. Let's stop all this bullcrap. We shouldn't have to worry about Coca-Cola, wants you to be less white. Blacks don't have pharmacy. They can't get, the votes don't count. We're trying to bring up the black. It doesn't matter, guys. It does not matter. We as Americans have a responsibility our forefathers put in place, and they were imperfect. They were imperfect men. And we are imperfect now. There's not a one of us that is perfect. There was only one man that was perfect on this earth, and he died for our sins, and that's it. Beyond that, what you're dealing with is humans, and they all have faults. But you know what? And we're all different. If we were the same, it would be a boring place. Let's embrace those differences. If you're black, brown, yellow, white, whatever, I love you guys. Thank you for following me. Please subscribe, and let's get back to business and make this the country we deserve to have, because America is the greatest country in the whole world. It's about time we start showing people why. Thanks, guys. You have a great night. Ramblin' Man out.